as you can see, he's a floating head in the forest, so there's still a bit of work to go. What's important about this is that it's really pushing across the uncanny valley. So I'm sure many of you have seen the CGI, seen games where characters don't quite look completely realistic, and it's pretty obvious. And in actual fact, the closer we get to photorealism, the worse that becomes. So us being humans, we know what to look out for. When we see someone fake, you kind of notice it very quickly. But here, if you look at all of the shading, all of his, look at his eyes, you'll see really realistic looking textures. You'll see realistic shadows. If you look at the light as it goes on his skin, all his skin is accurately modeled. So for example, on his ears, you'll actually see the light diffract through the ears to give realistic looking skin techniques. So just to prove this is not a video, here we have it in full wireframe mode. You can see Adam there moving around Ira's face. You can see just how detailed this model is. So you're really pushing around a lot of polygons. Just to give you an idea, in this PC here, we have a GTX Titan card, so our most powerful graphics card available. And you're getting a very, very smooth, very impressive frame rate in Ira. So let's go on to another demo. So now we're going to show you actual real-world gaming. So I'm sure many of you have heard of Metro 2033. It was a game that came out a couple of years ago. Just 2 weeks ago, its sequel, Metro Last Light, was launched. And Metro Last Light is really one of those games, if you haven't played it already, it's kind of like I call it a bridge game. So by that I mean, it's moving across from current generation into next-gen gaming. You're seeing some absolutely amazing effects, tessellation, high-resolution textures, and also subsurface scattering, some great HDR effects. It really is pushing current GPU hardware to a very high level. And we're going to show you a very short run-through of the game. If you haven't played it, I strongly recommend you go out and get a copy. We are actually giving away some copies today, I believe, as well. So I'd look out at the NVIDIA area for a couple of copies. But what's crucial about this game is a bit like Half-Life 2, only set in a post-apocalyptic Russian world. So, ready to go? We're just waiting for some volume. We should be with us shortly. Shit. But this is from... Very good volume. So where we are in this game currently is, this is about halfway through the game. You're about to go outside for the first time, so you need to find a gas mask. It's not going to last you very long, so the important thing is for Adam here to find some filters. So I apologize in advance, Adam is quite new at playing games. He's only worked at NVIDIA for 11 years, so he might be a bit rusty.
Artyom, remember, if you want to live, don't drop your guard for an instant, okay? I heard about this place. That plane was headed into Moscow when the whole city caught fire.
And the things to look out for as the demo goes on is realistic rain effects, realistic smoke, explosions, debris. This game uses full physics effects as well, so you see some very nice debris effects as well.
Okay, okay, so much for the sun. Those clouds moving fast.
So what's happening at this point in the game is you've gone outside for the first time. You're trying to stay hidden from the monsters that roam the overworld. Normally humans now live underground. You'll see some nice rain effects all throughout this. If you look at the visor itself, you see some really, really nice reflection effects, water droplets. When you see smoke, smoke actually moves in a realistic way. So you have things like, as you move through the smoke, it moves realistically around your body. And what we're looking for now is some new weaponry. So Adam's on the hunt for some heavy new firepower to give him a better fighting chance against these monsters. His companion's a bit shy, so it takes him a while to go around the place.
Let's head there.
Again, as you can see the smoke, it's all very realistic. as you come into this main area as well. Every time you see light moving through the smoke, it's also all being done on the GPU, so you can have some really impressive effects. And let's see if Adam can find some new weaponry now. So we will leave it there and move back to the presentation. As I said, Metro Last Light is available now. It's a really, really great game if you really want to show off the power of your GeForce graphics card. So the next demo I'm going to show you is actually my personal favourite. It's the Infiltrator Unreal Engine 4 demo. So we are very, very fortunate that Epic allowed us to actually show this today. It's normally kept on the lock and key. It is an extremely impressive game demo, and this is actually the engine that will be used for proper next-gen gaming. So I'm sure you guys know who Epic are. They made the Unreal series, they've made Gears of War. They're currently pushing Unreal Engine 4 to developers all around the world, and we're just going to show a bit of it. I'm not going to talk too much over this because it is something you want to concentrate on, but it looks absolutely incredible. Look out for global illumination. Look out for just how many polygons it's pushing around. It really looks like full motion video.
Here we go, then we're going to start on this one.
So, just to prove it's not just video, I think we should pause it right about now. So it all looks very impressive, but everyone always says it's just a video you're running, it's not really running on the graphics card. This is running on one GTX Titan. Let's just move to wireframe mode so you can actually see there the full game with no textures applied whatsoever. This is chucking around approximately 16 billion polygons at once, so it's a lot of triangles. And we can go back to the video now and just finish the demo. Thank you, Adam. And this is what's crucial about next generation gaming. So we're now seeing the hardware that developers can use to make future games. E3 is in a couple of weeks. For those of you that don't know, E3 is the biggest gaming trade show of the year. You're going to be seeing a lot of brand new games, especially on the PC, so keep an eye out on your favourite news websites for that. I'm also going to quickly talk a bit about our new graphics cards. So GeForce GTX 780 launched a couple of weeks ago. It has 50% more cores than a GTX 680, 50% more memory as well, and GPU Boost 2.0 from GTX Titan. It is probably one of the best new gen graphics cards that certainly I've had the pleasure of working on while being in NVIDIA. It's a 70% performance upgrade over a GTX 580. Over 35% faster than a GTX 680. It really is much more than a standard generation leap ahead. And of course we launched its smaller brother as well, the GTX 770. More cores, fastest memory ever on a GPU, so 7 gigabits per second. And of course GPU Boost 2.0 as well. A 65% performance upgrade over a GTX 570. And a good 15% faster than GTX 670. We put these comparisons because we took a look at the Steam's hardware survey, and these are the typical upgrade paths that we imagine you guys are going to start making. We really have built these cards for enthusiasts. So we have GPU Boost 2.0, for better performance, advanced controls, to make it actually easier for you to overclock your cards to get the very best performance from them. And we now have display overclocking as well, so you can really use the fact that you're getting well above 60 FPS in games to its best advantage. This is pretty self-explanatory, so by far 780 and 770 are the fastest cards available on the market today across all of the top games. And they're very, very quiet as well, whisper quiet in fact. The quietest high-end card we've ever made, considerably quieter than 580 and 680, which in themselves led their class at the time of introduction. And we also now have GeForce Experience as part of our main driver. So for those of you that don't know about GeForce Experience, it's a small piece of software that you install on your PC. It takes away all of the hassle of picking the very best settings for your PC. So you just install it, you let it scan your PC, and it will give you optimized settings for your games. PC Gamer reported an incredible bit of software, and this really is crucial for making PC gaming bigger and bigger, so we can all get better and better games. Our drivers continue to lead the industry. Just recently we announced our new 320.18 drivers, which had performance increases in Dirt Showdown, Tomb Raider, Metro Last Light. We really do insist on giving the best day one experience. So we all know you've got lots and lots of games to play. The last thing you want to be doing is going back to your games 3 months down the line to get the best experience. So for us, it's all about giving you the best day one experience so you can play games as soon as you get them home. We also have frame rate variation improvements, which basically means your games are smoother. So you have much, much smoother gameplay. And of course we have ShadowPlay. So ShadowPlay is our new capture tech that's coming very, very soon. We're not going to show it to you today, but it will be here. We can't say an exact date, can we? Very, very soon is all we're going to say. And that's the way you can auto-record up to your last 20 minutes of gameplay. You have hardly any performance impact. It's around 3% or less because you're using Kepler's H.264 encoder. You can really easily share these files with your